Fugitives. Prior to Renuncio Tomasoni's death, Caravaggio had been cautioned, reprimanded by the police, then set free upon instruction. Constant slaps on the wrist until one afternoon he challenged known pimp and rival Renuncio to a duel over Felipe Melendroni, whom they both loved. An illegal duel in the streets of Rome ensued, leaving Renuncio bleeding through his femoral artery. By the time Renuncio Tomasoni's lifeless body was attended to, Caravaggio was nowhere to be found. He fled the Papal States because he could, blagging his way out of punishment and into the care of the Knights of Malta. Even when a man lay dead, a painting for the Grand Master granted Caravaggio pardon from the Pope. My ancestors received little grace from the papacy. When decrees were made against the enslavement of American natives, where was that mercy for the souls of Africa? Their decaying limbs settled on seabeds or were hung from trees, the branches bending to tell the tale. Their skin flogged for not listening. Their bodies were sold on like cattle. Where was the pardon for them? On a cold night in December, Jack Shepherd felt a meal was not enough. Having shared 2 bottles of wine, he took his date for a late-night speedboat ride on the Thames. Slaps on the wrist. The police had warned Shepherd on 2 separate occasions for speeding. By the time the pair were pulled from the water, the boat overturned by a log, the young woman was fighting for her life. Charlotte Brown died in hospital. Caravaggio continued painting and brawling, lauded for his works for 4 more years, before at last his death caught up with him. He evaded justice at the hands of the law. And Jack Shepherd? 1 week before his final trial, he ran for fear to Georgia, an animalistic fear that had him jumping on a plane with not much of a plan. Both men fled because they could. Crossed borders with ease because they could. Because white skin is white skin. Everywhere. Because privilege, irrespective of time, allows a grace period.